Huge series win in Houston, but now the real test is upon the New York Yankees as they go and face the Blue Jays at Yankee Stadium this weekend in a 3-game set. Being 3 games behind the first place Blue Jays, the Yankees have an opportunity to walk out of this upcoming series tied for first place. Even though if they ended in a tie, the Blue Jays win the division because they won the tiebreaker. They won more games versus the Yankees this year. But who steps up? Who's gonna step up for the New York Yankees? Who's gonna sit? Is Caballero gonna be out there more? We waiting for more news on Jazz Chisholm. If anybody knows anything, please let me know, because he was pulled from the game earlier. And who is Boone gonna trust out of the bullpen? Because this bullpen is in shambles, and quite honestly, you can't trust anybody in there at this point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this crazy series, this crazy game today. They had me on the edge of my seat. I'm not going to lie. They had me on the edge of my seat there late. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Let me say what's up to the chat real quick before we proceed. Danny Boy says, let's go. Let's go on to the Blue Jays. I thought you said let's go Blue Jays. I was about to say, what? Yeah. Katie, what's up, Katie? Andrew's in the building. We got Demon D, what's cracking, my guy. Jacob Petruzzi, big boy win. Yeah, man, I tell you what, I had my big boy pans. I was about to soil my big boy pans. They're late with David Bednar giving me a heart attack. And I'll be honest, man, this bullpen is a problem. It's a real big problem. And the way they're using the bullpen is an even bigger problem. And we'll get into that in a second here. Real Bill, what's up? Susan, what's up, Susan? What's up? New York Yankees, following tonight's game, the Yankees option JC Escar to AAA. That means that what's his name? Austin Slater should be coming up the series. Demon D. Yep. Yeah, crazy. But anyway, guys, look, huge win tonight. Huge win for the New York Yankees. After a tough loss yesterday, we needed this win big. Rodon pitched exceptional. He pitched really good today in a game that we really needed from him. And we'll take a look at his stats here for the game. Rodon gave us 6 innings. 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a home run. Oh, I'm getting heartburn. And a home run there. It's a big win for us. We really needed Rodon to come out here and shove. And then the bullpen came in, and that's where things got a little bit interesting. I feel like for a second there seemed like Boone was he was using the same strategy he had yesterday. Weaver came in and he struggled. And look, Weaver pitched like 20-something pitches yesterday. And to come in to pitch again today, I don't know. I think Boone was playing a little bit of Russian roulette there. He was playing a little Russian roulette. Me personally, I know they like Weaver. I understand that they like Weaver going up against the lefties. But at that moment, I would have went with Tim Hill, me personally, because you had like 3 lefties back to back. 2 lefties back to back, and then a righty, and then another lefty. I would have went with Tim Hill, personally. But ended up working out. Ryan McMahon with a huge night. Ryan McMahon went 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, no walks. And then Trent Grisham. I mean, what more can you say about this guy? This dude is absolutely incredible at this point. He is absolutely incredible. 30th home run of the season. Oh, I don't want to play. Anyway, let's toggle this over here. We'll go right here and play his 30th home run. All right.
Drilled deep to right field. There it goes! See ya! A long home run for Grisham. His 30th of the year. It's a 3-run shot, and the Yankees lead 8-3.
That was a big-time home run right there, man. The big sleep goes deep. Huge home run. A huge home run. And it proved to be huge, too, because David Bednar did not have a smooth ninth inning as well. Where we at? Somebody asked a good question here. I'm looking for it. Barbara says, hey, Jason, do you think we should re-sign Grisham? Depending on what he's asking for, I think, you know what? I like Grisham. I'll be honest. I really do. And I don't think this is just a one-off. I think maybe 30 home runs or something would be tough for him to get again. But I really think he's figured himself out. He knows himself, right? He knows what he can do and what he can't do. And he plays his role very well. And it seems like, I don't know, it seems like he's sitting on, he knows how to attack pitchers. Like he's watching them or something. Like he already knows, like well, I'll put it like this. He knows how to hunt very well. And if you know if you ever hit before, hunting means like he's waiting for his pitch and that's it. He has his zone. And if that ball is in his zone, whether it's low and in or wherever he's looking for it, he's very disciplined in that, where he's not swinging at everything. He's waiting for that pitch. He's been really good. He's been really, really good. Really good. And it's crazy to think we had this guy sitting on the bench all year last year. But it depends on the money. That's the whole thing. It depends on the money. I'm trying to pull up Spot Track real quick. Yeah, it depends on the money. Let's listen to Boone real quick. Boone is talking.
What's the scale?
I mean, at the upset of the night is probably you didn't get thrown out there.
Yeah.
So how did you?
I don't know. It's just we overcame it.
How was Jazz? And what happened on both plays?
Yeah, so he had the hard ground ball that he kind of
talking about Jazz
slammed down on one of the knees, and then on the throw down to second, the collision there, the other. So I don't think it's anything major. At least that's the sense right now, but we'll see how he's doing tomorrow.
The first one was that Urias ground ball, right?
Yeah.
The second.
Yeah.
The pitch clock situation worked out in your favor, scoring a run there with Caballero on the walk. Just what exactly was the explanation there? The clock's not synced because it looked like the one.
Yeah, that was funny there.
If the hitter's not looking at you, you can't start into your motion. You get a warning, and then if it happens a second time, that's a violation.
Oh.
The series just with everything that.
And you know what? Hold on. Let's pause that right there. I feel like that was induced by Caballero. Caballero, he's a pesky player. You can tell in that particular at bat that they're talking about. I thought it was a pitch clock violation, but it wasn't. And he's right. The rule is you cannot start your motion as a pitcher until the batter puts his eyes on you. And I feel like Caballero was doing it on purpose. If you notice, it was a 3-2 count right there. He called timeout. He waited for the last second. Right when this dude was about to start his motion, he called this timeout. Like it was a cat and mouse game between him and the pitcher. And at the end, after the timeout, he came in and he kept looking down. And Caballero knows what he's doing. That was purposely done, in my opinion. He knew what he was doing there. Well, let's finish listening with Caballero. He's a smart guy, man.
Yeah, this took some months and some years off me, for sure. But look, really, really gritty, good performance by the guys, especially as they started to come back off of how emotional last night was and everything, and a tough loss. And for the guys to come out, build a lead, have the Astros come back, and them to just keep pulling away, and some big performances out of the pen to finish it off. Just a really good win to finish off a good road trip here, and a big road series win here.
Astros cheating again with them bats.
Now we got a quick turnaround here and get ready for a big homestand.
What did you think of McMahon tonight at the plate?
Great. Yeah, I mean,
McMahon
You
came
know,
through big time today.
obviously going the other way, that's a big blast the other
He
way.
came
There,
through
that
big
ball's
time.
hit
They
well,
played
and,
him to that.
two strike
like,
big hit to kind of.
What's up with that umpire? Freaking Brian Walsh. This guy, that was clearly an out. McMahon clearly catches that and drops the ball on the transfer. And this dude calls it a. He calls everybody safe. And there's stuff like that, man. And it's crazy that it's the same guy, the same umpire that was behind the plate yesterday. I mean, look. Yeah, the thing is, what are you gonna do, right? The umpire's the umpire. You're not gonna get that call back. So it's not even so. McMahon played it good because he looked upset, but he was like, what are you gonna do? Argue with the guy? At that point, he couldn't get thrown out. And thank goodness he didn't, because he came up huge again later on in the game, with that 2-out RBI single. So we'll see. Let's finish listening to Boone here real quick.
Extend the lead there and set
If you
up,
haven't hit the like
set
button,
up
hit the like
Grish
button
to
too.
Really put a nail in it. So really good to see Mac. I feel like he's had some good at-bats here these last few days.
Does your confidence keep increasing with Cruz? Not only what we saw tonight, but just since having him back from the IL.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of picked up where he's
Oh, man,
left off,
Crucito.
throughout the year. 2 IL stints, but he's been excellent around it, and feel like he's throwing the ball really well with a lot of confidence, and 4 big outs by him tonight.
You guys are 3 back to the Blue Jays. Get him 3 this weekend. They handled you in Toronto. You beat them at home. What's your thoughts on how crucial this weekend is?
We got Cam and Gossman tomorrow, and that's, hopefully
Whatever. I hear the music playing in the background, and it worries me. I don't want to get a copyright strike. But yeah, I mean, Ace hit it on the head. And what's up, Ace, man? Let me play you a little something. Ace says, how the Empires had a whole huddle up. They all huddled up and still got the call wrong. And they play. It's the crazy thing too is they playing the replay on the jumbotron up there, and they still got it wrong. They couldn't overturn it. I mean, I don't know. You can't make this stuff up. These umpires are terrible. Terrible. And I've been saying it all year. I don't remember it being this bad. Like, umpires have always missed calls, but this year it feels like it's at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high this year. But look, it was a great series. I feel like we should have had the sweep. There's still some things I worry about, especially the way they're using this bullpen and just the bullpen overall. Like, come on, guys, we gotta figure it out. We can't be blowing it like this. We just can't. And it's crazy because I think, and I know Boone and the Yankees, in their minds, they have these matchups that they feel are better for the pitchers, right? But obviously those matchups ain't working, so they need to switch it up. They need to switch something up. They like Weaver versus lefties for some reason. Maybe don't pitch him back-to-back days, And he pitched a lot today and yesterday and Cruz, so it's going to be interesting to see who they turn to tomorrow versus Toronto. Tomorrow versus Toronto, we still have Tim Hill who hasn't pitched. We still have who else hasn't pitched out of there? We have a few guys that hasn't pitched. Ryan Yarbrough hasn't pitched at all yet. I'm waiting to see him. So it's going to be interesting to see who Boone turns to. And I'm telling you right now, we haven't seen the last of Devin Williams. I promise you that. We haven't seen the last of him. Boone can't help himself. He can't. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him tomorrow. So take a look at the standings right now, the AL East. The Yankees are officially 3 games behind the Blue Jays. So look, this is what I was talking about, right? I wanted to come into this Toronto series at the very least 3 games behind, right? So a sweep, we could walk out of this series tied for first place. That's what I'm looking for. I'm hoping for that. It's going to be tough. Especially because Toronto's already in New York. I saw pictures of Vlad on his Instagram and stuff, him posting pictures. He's already in New York. The team is already there. They probably practicing at Yankee Stadium. They sleeping in the hotel, getting a good night's sleep while the Yankees are flying all the way from Houston back to New York tonight, right? Granted, they haven't even left yet. So by the time they land in New York, it'll be Friday morning over there. So hopefully, man, they can do something. Tomorrow's matchup, Kevin Gossman versus Cam Schlittler. I mean, Killer Cam has been a phenom. He's been everything we hoped he would be and more. His ERA is 2.61, 2-2 on the season, 9 starts. In 48 innings pitched, he has 54 strikeouts. So the guys, he's getting his strikeouts. And the whip is 1.24. And Kevin Gausman, look, he pitches us tough too, but it's going to be interesting to see how they, what team shows up here. You already know that the Blue Jays, they're going to turn it up. This ain't a series versus the Reds. They know that they have to come out and show out versus the Yankees. So hopefully we don't get embarrassed at home. They better not get embarrassed at home. We got to beat these guys. At some point of this season, we have to beat Toronto. We have to beat Boston. I'm going to pull up the stats. This is the hitting stats versus Kevin Gausman. Let this play for a little bit. Austin Wells is 4 for 17. 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Paul Goldschmidt, 10 for 20 versus him. 1 home run, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. Amir Rosario, 4 for 14. 2 home runs, though. A walk and a strikeout versus Kevin Gausman. Okay, Ryan McMahon got some decent numbers versus him, too. And Volpe, obviously. Volpe don't have good numbers versus anybody, I think. Jose Caballero, 5 for 7 versus the dude. Let's see if they put him in the lineup. They probably will. If Jazz is hurt. Dominguez, not looking too good versus him. Trent Grisham, decent numbers. And then Aaron Judge smokes this guy, 16 for 46. So this is a game the Yankees, we hit this dude. We should take this game. Hopefully. So, all right, we already cycled through that. So we'll see. NYYJ says, honestly, your pitch numbers match up well. Yeah. They says, you talking about Devin Williams like he's a villain in a superhero movie. We haven't seen the last. I'm telling you, we haven't seen the last of this dude. He's gonna make his appearance. Volpe must sit out this series. Yo, TC, man. I feel like I've been saying this stuff over and over and over. They're not gonna sit this guy down, but they need to. They really, really, really need to. He is terrible. Well, he went 1 for 4 today. He literally was 1 for 11 this whole series. With a whole bunch of strikeouts. Man, I'm talking about like 6 strikeouts. Not good. Not good at all. Matter of fact, let me see something here. Looking at the stats. Well, how many strikeouts he had today? Oh, 1 today. Yeah, so he had like 5 strikeouts on the series. If Volpe pitched to Volpe, he might strike out. D, what's up, D? I'm going to need Cabby in the game. He's been keeping that bench real warm. Yo, for real, Caballero makes shit happen. I'm telling you guys, man. You saw that, how he got that, it wasn't a pitch clock violation, but it was like a violation. You're not supposed to start your windup until the batter puts eyes on you. The way he finessed that whole thing. I'm telling you, he finessed that whole at bat. Bro, go back and watch it. Go back and watch that at bat. He worked the count. He did swing at a pitch out of the zone. Then you could tell he waited to the last second and called the timeout and threw the pitcher off. So now the pitcher's standing there, and he at no point he'd even look at the dude. If you go back, you'll see him. He's just kind of looking down, and then he steps back in the box, looking down, and the dude starts his windup, and the umpire's like, whoa, go. Like he finessed the whole thing, man. The dude he's a pesky player, but he's smart. He's one of them guys, man. Like, and they said this before, like you hate him. You hate guys like that when you're facing them, because they're always doing shit, finding little edges. But when they're on your team, you're good. Put Rosario in tomorrow. We'll see. Yolo says, have you seen the MLB Network video breaking down Volpe? Bro, I haven't, but I don't need to see a video, bro. The dude he's washed. He is really washed. Even the routine plays, he don't look smooth to you. I don't know, guys. This is just me. When I see him field, even the ones he makes, nothing about it looks smooth on defense. Nothing about it looks smooth on defense. At the plate, the dude, he's trying to be a power hitter. He's over swinging to compensate for his lack of size or whatever it is. It's just not good. It's just not good. I mean, really, he really isn't good. And you know, I was watching Fireside. They put a video out today. They do a good job over there, and it's true what the dude, I think his name is Ryan Garcia. It's true what he said. He was like, look, the Yankees think that this dude is gonna figure all this stuff out in the next 20 games. You know, now not only one thing, his defense is bad, his throwing is so many things that's going wrong with this guy. To think that he's gonna figure it all out in 3 weeks is crazy. Like he literally needs a whole off season to figure out what the hell he's doing. He needs a swing doctor. He needs to work on his defense. They can't keep running him out there, but they will until it blows up in their face. Until it blows up in their face big time, they will keep running him out there. They did it with IKF, man. We've seen this before. We have seen this before. Yeah. You know, home runs by Ryan McMahon, Trent Ryan McMahon has been heating up lately, which is good to see because at one point he was just an automatic out for a little bit there. Rodon, great game, obviously. Weaver, I'm a little concerned with Weaver. There's 2 days in a row that he's given up an earned run. 3 hits in 2 innings pitched. 2/3 of an innings pitched. It's not good. Not what you want to see. And he's my guy. Like, Weaver is the guy that I trust in. And I'm losing that trust. I'm telling you right now, look, you call me crazy, but a guy like Tim Hill, for some reason, Tim Hill gets the job done. If they would have brought in Tim Hill instead of Weaver today, he would have got the job done. He's not the sexiest dude. Pause. He don't throw the hardest, but for some reason he gets the job done. He really does. Somebody pull up Tim Hill. You know, I'll pull it up. Tim Hill. I haven't looked at his stats in a while. Oh man. Yeah, Fernando Cruz. I don't trust anyone in that pen right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, that's saying a lot. When the guy I trust the most is Tim Hill, we have a problem, right? He is not supposed to be the guy that you trust the most out of that pen. Even David Bednar, look, I like the guy's attitude. I like his bulldog mentality, but like, let's be real here, guys. He's blown some already. He has not looked great either. He's been all right. He's been better. I say this. He's been better than Williams. He's been better than Doval. And he's been better than Jake Bird, who's in the minors right now. At least, right? He's been better than all them guys. But he hasn't been like the guy. Like, I'm telling you, the closer role is up for grabs. It really is. The guy to get was Duran from the Twins, who the Phillies went and picked up. That guy is lights out. That was the guy to get right there. Or Mason Miller. Blackburn. He said Blackburn looked the best this series. Yeah, well, in that first game. You know what? Blackburn is not bad either. He hasn't been terrible. Except for the first time he came versus Boston. That was a different story. But he's all right too. But he pitched a lot that first game. Wait, did he pitch the season? I don't even think he pitched the first game. Yeah, John Duran was the guy that they should have got. How many seasons do you need to give somebody a break? I can't with Volpe anymore. I really can't either. I really, really can't. You know, that play with there was a play with Ben Rice today. They really I was like, dude, you got to make those. That double play. Volpe, it was a 6-4-3 double play. Caballero, he threw it a little bit low, but it wasn't even a short hop or nothing. It was a play that Ben Rice had. You have to catch that ball, and he missed that ball. We got to clean it up. The Yankees got to clean it up, especially going into this weekend. They got to clean it up. What's up, Jonathan? How's it going? They got to clean it up. How come Paul Skeens not traded? Dude, Paul Skeens is not getting traded, man. Maybe no, it would take way too much to get a guy like that, man. Like I don't even, and they said he's not even on the market, so it's no point. It is no point. At some point they will trade him because I don't think he's gonna re-sign with the he's not re-signing with whatchamacallit with them. You know, I'm curious to see Bubba Chandler. You guys know Bubba Chandler's he's another, and he's pitching out of the bullpen for Pittsburgh right now. This guy is another highly touted prospect, pitching prospect. He's a phenom. He's going to be really, really good. That's a guy I was hoping the Yankees would trade for. Maybe not for this season, but for next season. Jimmy B. Cards. Paul Skeens is the reason Pittsburgh fans show up. You're right. Pull up Paul Skeens, man. It's crazy. This dude he's about to win a Cy Young. And I don't even think he got 10 wins on the season. That's how bad that team is. Okay, he finally got 10 wins. But he's 10-9. That's crazy, right? They give him no run support at all. Doval has been trash. I thought he was better than this. Bro, the thing with Doval, TC, man, is Doval has the stuff. Like, I wish he can figure it out. Like, learn how to throw damn strikes. Because he throws hard, and his cutter, the dude's throwing like a 98-mile-per-hour cutter. Just filthy stuff, man. But you got to throw strikes. Nobody cares how hard you throw ball 4. I'm telling you. Somebody told me that a long time ago. They're like, nobody cares how hard you throw ball 4. So throw freaking strikes. Like, you're right, man. You are right. Definitely right. DeGrom did the same thing, winning those Cy Youngs with no run support. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. The Pirates ran over my Dodgers. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the but you know what? It's not even worth pulling because I think Cam Schiller did face the Blue Jays one time. I believe he did face the Blue Jays when he first got called up. So let me change this. I'm going to see if there is stats there that we can look at. Give it a second to load. Give it a second. I'm going to take like a 30-second break. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second. Oh, wrong one. That was supposed to be full screen. What the hell's happening? Anyway. Jack Maloney. What's up, man? Pulled up George Springer. What? Pull it. I missed it. George Springer, he's having a great year too. Especially after his season last year. Pull up George Springer 2024. I want to compare his numbers from last year to this year. Because I know last year he struggled. He struggled a lot. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. Springer 2024. Yeah, so this is him last year, right? Last year, obviously, not a good year for him. Not a good year for him. Why is it? This is this year. Oh. Yeah, they're gonna be tough. They definitely gonna be tough. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Let's see if there's any stats versus Cam Schlittler. I think he did face him once, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So 24 plate appearances. They hit 333 versus him. So they got 7 hits on him. He did. I remember that. It was in Toronto too. It was a huge win. He pitched well too. He did pitch well. Springer's 1-for-1 with versus him with 2 walks. Alejandro Kirk is 0-for-3, 1 strikeout. But we know he's dangerous. He is dangerous. Vladdy 2-for-3. Not good. Vladdy's a guy that he can hit. He can hit high velocity. So you can't just throw fastballs and try to overpower him because he can hit him. Same thing with Addison Barger. 2-for-3. Ernie Clement 1-for-2. I mean, look, he didn't give up any home runs versus them. I'm interested to see how many earned runs did he give up. I don't think it was a lot. It was probably like 1 or 2. 1 or 2 versus them. Yeah. So that's the numbers versus Cam Schlittler. It's a huge series. I'm not gonna lie. This is thus far the most important series of the season. This right here is gonna make or break. Like if the Yankees go into Yankee Stadium and knock on wood, let's say if we get swept at home, it's over, guys. In terms of first place, you can pretty much, it's not gonna happen, right? So they can't get swept. They gotta win the series. So that's at the very minimum 2 out of 3. You gotta get 2 out of 3. Hopefully a sweep. But 2 out of 3, that'll put us how much, right? That'll put us. We'll leave out of there 2 games behind still if we get 2 out of 3. I think, right? Or 1 game behind, something like that. So that's the matchup tomorrow. That's tomorrow's matchup. Then Saturday, we got Max Scherzer versus Luis Hill. That's Saturday's matchup. Early game 2, a 1 p.m. game. And then on Sunday, it's Chris Bassett versus Max Fried. Another early game. Honestly, I like our matchups. I like the matchups. I think the matchups favor the Yankees. You know, Max Fried Sunday. Luis Hill, who's pitched a lot better as of late. And Max Scherzer, look, the last time we faced him, we hit him good. We really did. He's older. He's an older dude. He's hittable. Okay, he's hittable. But you never know what you're going to get with him. So I like that matchup there. And obviously, tomorrow, Cam Schlittler. Like, I'm going to be honest, man. I got a lot of faith in Cam Schlittler. The one thing that does worry me is that I do feel like, I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I do feel like at some point he's got to have a bad outing, right? You can't just have great. Even Paul Skeens at some point had bad outings. And that worries me. And I hope that it's not tomorrow. And look, the bats got to stay hot. That's another. The bats got to stay hot. And the biggest key to this Toronto series coming up is the defense. Clean baseball fundamentals. Clean fundamental baseball. Clean fundamental baseball and no stupid moves by management. All right. There's no reason we should not be seeing Devin Williams at any point this weekend, unless it's like a decent lead in the 6th or something like that. But no high leverage situation, not even medium leverage situation. I don't even want to bring Devin Williams in if we had a 2-run lead. I don't want him in there. That's how bad it's gotten with this dude. Jason O says, I saw the pregame today. The game stats and stuff you put in are nice. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I've been trying, man. Trying to do my thing. I'm just trying. It is what it is. I'm looking at, so for the person who asks about Trent Grisham's projected market value. His projected market value this offseason is going to be 4 years, 47.5 million, and a AAV of pretty much 12 million per year. So do you do that? That's the question is, do you give Trent Grisham 12 million per year for 4 years, essentially $48 million? Look, if he's playing like, if he can give you, even if he gives you 2 seasons, like 2 seasons out of the 4, right? What he did this year, if you could get 2025 Grisham for another 2 seasons, it's worth 12 million to me, man. That is well worth the 12 million. Well worth. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, man. Will you give 48 million, 12 million per year for 4 years to Trent Grisham? Yes or no? 1 or 2 in the chat. Let me know. Because I think that's a move, right? We already know he fits well in the clubhouse. He's like the perfect Yankee Stadium hitter too, when you think about it. And that's a move that I feel like that's a move that Cashman and Howe, they can stomach a move like that. They can live with a move like that. You know what I mean? It's not too much money. It's not gonna hinder them going after anybody else or anything like that. And I think they like him. I really do. Varsho has 18 home runs, but only 50 games. See, you got up when you pull up the stats, pull up like the last 10 games, last 25 games to see how hot these guys are. Roy says that Belly's the priority. Have Jones to come up. The thing is that we don't know what we're gonna get with Jones. You know what I mean? We don't know. How about if he comes up and he's not ready? He's not as good as we thought he was gonna be. And the thing with Belly, like I want Belly too, but Belly, he wants a lot of money, right? Somebody pull up Bellinger stats and then pull up Grisham stats so we could compare. And while you do that, I'm gonna do something here because I just noticed something's messed up here. And then pull up. Oh, you got it's Bellinger's with 2 L's. That's right. I'm trying to fix something. I'm wondering why is it, because it's pulling up. The stats are pulling up perfect, but it's not. It should be displayed longer than that. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. I see what we got. All right. I'm gonna stop this real quick. Yeah. All right. Belly is Scott Board. Yeah, he look, Bellinger's gonna ask for a lot of money. I'm gonna pull up his spot track, his projected market value too here in a second. I'm trying to fix something behind the scenes that I noticed is messed up. Okay, now it should display longer than it was. Test it out real quick. Let's put Ryan McMahon last 10. This is Ryan McMahon's last 10 games. He's been heating up, man. He low key today is like he really came out of nowhere, but low key he's been doing pretty good. I don't know why he keeps deep. It's going too quick. What the hell? Yeah, it keeps resetting it. I gotta fix that. Anyway, I'll fix it later. It's the problem. I'm trying to fix why it's showing up for only 8 seconds and then going away, and I'm not sure why. I have to go in there and fix it. Yeah. Let me pull up Cody Bellinger here real quick. right, Cody Bellinger's market value is 6 years, 181 million. So pretty much 6 years, 180. Now, when you look at the two guys' stats, I think obviously Cody Bellinger's worth more to me, right? But if you could get the type of production that you're getting from Grisham now, but that's the big thing. If you could get that kind of production from Grisham, then it's worth it. It's look, the thing with Grisham, right? With Grisham is less of a risk. This is why I say like this is a move that Cashman I think could live with and stomach, and how is a much less risk. Obviously he's not as good as a player as Cody Bellinger, in my opinion, right? I think we can all agree on that. Cody Bellinger is the better player of the two, but is he $140 million better, right? That's what you got to ask yourself. So Trent Grisham's projected to make $12 million per year. Maybe somebody overpays and they give him $14 million or whatever it is, right? And then you got Cody Bellinger, who's going to be looking for around $30 million per year. Is Cody Bellinger $15 million more? Is he worth $15 million more than Trent Grisham? That's what you got to ask yourself. At his age, he's 30 years old. So that'll take him, if you give him 6 years, that's taking him pretty much, so he's like 36, 37. And this is not a bash on Cody Bellinger, because I really want Cody Bellinger as a Yankee. He's super important to this team, right? He's really important. But when you look at the money, it's like, man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a guy who has a lot of injury history, and stuff like that, you know. Let's pull up the injuries. It's a lot of money for well, it's not too bad though. I guess knees, ribs. I thought he had a shoulder injury though. Okay. That's where you got to ask yourself. Is he worth $15 million more than Grisham? I think Grisham is the perfect value play. Hopefully, but even that could turn bad. But look, man, you give Ryan McMahon $16 million. I think Grisham is worth the $12 million. He's worth the $12 million, I think. Roy says Belly only 5 years. 5 years, 30 per, so that's 150. That's what you're saying. Yeah, look, if they went that route, I wouldn't be mad, because he's a great player, man. He's won me over. I wasn't big on Cody Bellinger, but he's won me over this year. But man, I feel you. He says NYYJ says Cody has an MVP on his resume. But man, this is a what have you done for me lately kind of sport, man. Especially when you're giving away, when we talking about $180 million, you're not giving it away just for something he did, what, like freaking 5 years ago or something like that. When did he win the MVP? Was it 2019? He won MVP. That's 6 years ago. Nah. You gotta, I don't know. We'll see what the Yankees do. Grisham made Dominguez an afterthought. Like, Dominguez might be traded, to be honest. And it's sad. It really is. It really is sad, because he had an opportunity. They opened the door for him. He did have an opportunity, and he didn't capitalize on it. Now, I would say that it's unfair that guys like Volpe, they have a never-ending opportunity. The door's always open for them. But not Dominguez. But he did get an opportunity, the same way Peraza did get an opportunity, and they didn't capitalize on it. They did not capitalize on it, so that's on them. It really is, and it's unfortunate, because maybe it's just they weren't ready. But who knows? They might get traded. Peraza might next year come out and be actually a average Major League Baseball player for the LA freaking Angels. Who knows, right? The same thing with Dominguez. He might get traded, and 5 years from now, we might be like, man, this guy really turned out to be something. But right now, they're not gonna run him out there, and it's sad. when I see him on the bench, I'm like, man, this dude was getting. He was in the lineup at least. He was in line almost every day, if not every other day, right? I'm talking about Dominguez. He was in the lineup almost, but Trent Grisham just. I don't think the Yankees expected Trent Grisham to be this good this year. You just couldn't sit him down. He didn't leave any room for them to even think about benching him again. This dude would not be benched. He is not a bench player. He came in as the fourth outfielder, and yeah, and now Dominguez is the fourth outfielder, and not even that. The fourth outfielder right now is Giancarlo Stanton. That's the fourth outfielder. So there's nowhere to really put him. That's another thing I want to know. I want to know what's going on with Aaron Judge. When do they anticipate him being on the field again? Because I feel like they don't talk about this. Like, when does anybody have any insight on that? When is he supposed to be back at right field? I'm not saying that's what I want, but at this point we kind of need it. Like, we can't just keep running Big G out there, man. At some point it's gonna, even like today, man, like I get scared sometimes with him, man. Like, he's gonna get hurt. No, knock on wood, and the thing is that, but even with Judge out there, you risk and Judge. So I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see if Judge actually even makes it back to the field. Jose G, what's up, man? Hold on, let me switch this up. What am I doing? I was in the wrong screen the whole time. What was that? Jose says Yankees winning the World Series. I hope so, brother. I hope so. Tula says it's about the money with the players. I mean, it got to be about the money. Let me tell you something, man. I get it. Sometimes we look at these guys like they greedy, but put yourself in their shoes. Man. This is a payday that nobody in their family might ever get again. You got to take advantage of it. And because I'll tell you what, if the owners could take $1 out of your pocket, I'm talking about players. If you were a player, if the owners could take $1 out of your pocket, they would, because they're all about the bottom line. So, you got to get your money, especially free agency. This is the one time that you can choose your team, where you want to go, and get a bag and be set for life. So I get it. That's why I don't knock like Juan Soto. A lot of people knocking Juan Soto, saying he's greedy for 5 minutes. I mean, look, I would have been too. That's generational money. We're talking $180 million. That's like hitting the Powerball tomorrow. $180 million is what Cody Bellinger might be getting, right? That's what he's going to be looking at. You're talking, especially when you're talking millions, right? Because let's say a team offers Cody Bellinger 180 and the Yankees offer him 150, and he leaves for the 180. Are fans going to be upset at him because he refused to leave $30 million on the table? That's $30 million. Like, if I was him, and I'm a diehard Yankee fan, if it was me, I'd take the extra 30, man. That might be that extra 30 might be an extra generation that my family's good. I'm talking about my great grandkids. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta think of it like that. Roy says sign both and trade for a starter. Volpe was treated 10 times better than Jason Dominguez, and we stuck with. Yeah, and they still treated him a lot better. I don't think, look, they don't love Jason Dominguez. You could tell the same way they didn't love Peraza. Even when that spring training, when Peraza and Volpe, when they had the competition, they said to see who's going to win the shortstop role. I feel like low-key they wanted Volpe to win. And even if Peraza would have performed better, I don't think they would have gave it to him. Even if Peraza would have performed better, I think they would have traded for somebody, and they would have had Peraza's replacement right there. And the first mistake he would have made, they would have put his replacement in, and they didn't do that with Volpe. And Volpe's still here. Katie's very happy with the results. That's good, because he wasn't happy yesterday. So that's good. You're happy with I think we're all happy with the results, but it was a nail biter. You can't lie. Like this bullpen is really it's causing me a lot of stress and anxiety. I must say, it's not good for my mental well-being nor my physical well-being. Because today I was like, oh my God, they're gonna blow it. It just felt like they were gonna blow it, and thank goodness I was wrong, because they didn't. Jason D says, Jason, I got a joke. What do you call a person without a body and a nose? Without a body and a nose? Nobody? Nose body? I don't know. You tell me. MYJ, yep. Get Trent and Belly. Trey Jones and Dominguez for Skeens. That ain't gonna get Skeens, man. Look, to get a Paul Skeens, bro, you gotta give up a whole lot. That's just not gonna do it. You gotta give up Dominguez, Jones, George Lombard Jr., whatever top prospects you have, you gotta give them all up. We don't even have enough, right? So we would have to literally give up probably like 7 top prospects and then a whole bunch of money and some big leaguers. It might be. I think maybe it's gonna be too much. There is no market for a guy like Skeens, really. There really isn't, man. He's a one of a kind. There is no market. There's no precedent to look at, you know. There's no comparables either. It's like, how much is this guy? He is worth a lot, guys. I'm telling you, not only for the simple fact that he's such a great pitcher, but he's such a big name. He draws a lot of attention. He is the Pirates media right now. He is the reason why fans come to that stadium. He's the reason why they sometimes when he starts, they broadcast him nationally just because it's Paul Skeens. Not because the Pirates. They might as well name the whole team Paul Skeens. The Pirates suck and their organization is in shambles. You know, they're a freaking joke. But they have the best pitcher that we've seen in a long time. In a very long time. Very happy with the win. Doing good, thank you. Eagles win, but they got lucky. Oh, they beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys is trash, man. You a Cowboys fan, TC? Don't tell me you a Cowboys fan. Please don't tell me. Don't tell me this. 24-10, the Eagles beat the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, you're a Steelers fan? Okay, I can live with that. Please. And nothing against Cowboys fans, but my goodness, man. Trust me, I live in Texas. It's out of control. It really is. It's out of control, man. These Cowboy fans, they're very delusional. Very, very delusional. It's almost sad, man. It's almost sad. I already see the neighbors, they pulling up to blow up freaking inflatables in front of their house and everything. We have to go after Ryan. We have to go after Ryan in the off season. Boston wants him, and we can't let them get the better of us in the off season. Ryan, who? I'm drawing blanks, dude. Who we talking about, Roy? Who are we talking about? Oh, you talking about Joe Ryan? We'll see. I see what you're talking about. My bad. I was thinking Cowboys for some reason. I was like, what are we doing? D says, would you re-sign Yarby or not? It depends, man. I want to see him pitch more. The dude was hurt for a while, and he's been back on the roster for about half a week now, for like 4 days, and we've yet to see him pitch. And he's a lefty. He could have pitched today. You know, when are we gonna see this guy? Yeah, I know, Roy. You talking about Joe Ryan? I got you. I hope the Yankees are able to sweep the Blue Jays. That would be, if the Yankees sweep the Blue Jays, you guys, If the Yankees sweep the Blue Jays, I'm all in. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm sipping on the Kool-Aid for sure. If we manage to sweep the Blue Jays and tie for the AL East, it will be a tie, but technically we're not because they have the tiebreaker. So no matter what, we have to finish the season at least one game over them. You can't be tied. But just the simple fact that to sweep them at home after being down like 6.5 games a few weeks ago, or about a week ago, as a matter of fact, and to get it, to tie it, man, I'd be over the moon. At that point, I'm all in. TC says that he would join me. At that point, I'm all in. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but I'm scared too. I'm scared, right? Because I know what this team could do. This team, sometimes they could literally crumble right before you, but at that point I'm all in with this team. I was still criticized though. There's a lot of shit, man, that Boone does. I know I hate to beat the dead horse, man. Like, but my goodness, man, he sometimes he just doesn't get it. Like I don't know why he keeps making the same mistakes over and over with Devin Williams in particular. That's what I'm talking about right now. He just keeps, and I have a feeling he's not done. He is not done. Look at Roxy right there. She's coming in. Roxy, you okay? Why are you walking like that? Yeah. I don't think he's done, man. I really do. I really feel like we're gonna see him tomorrow in a big spot again. I have that feeling. At this point, man, you got to treat him the same way they treat like Blackburn. Like he only comes in when they just need outs. They need somebody to eat innings because it's a blowout. That's Devin Williams for now. Or a fifth inning guy, you know, where the game is still pretty much under control. And the minute he gets in trouble, the minute you see any kind of anything, you gotta pull him. If he gives up one hit, right, 3 batter minimum, you get him out of there. Get somebody else, because it's a snowball thing with him. Roxy is like I'm the star of the show. She's tired, man, but she's waiting for me. That's my girl right there. Do you think Boone is gone if they miss the playoffs? Or if they miss the playoffs, he has to be. Oh, Yankees for the win. As soon as I mention Kool-Aid, bro, he's back, yo. Yankees for the win says, don't worry, I have enough Kool-Aid to go around. I'll make another picture. Let's go with the orange since they beat the Astros. Yeah, nah, man. When it comes to orange, I do the Tang. I'm old school, man. Y'all don't even know about Tang. Oh man, we used to make Tang, man. I'm talking about the bottom of the cup would be this thick with powder, with sugar. But yeah, man, I'm not there yet. Yankees for the win. I'm not there. But if we sweep the Blue Jays, yeah, bring the pitcher, because I'm definitely having a glass or two. As a matter of fact, make 2 pitchers, man, because a whole bunch of us is gonna be drinking that Kool-Aid if we sweep them. Because that'll be huge, man. Because they haven't had a moment like that the whole season. I'm talking about Toronto. If they manage to sweep Toronto, be crazy. Exactly. Need a lead of at least 3 runs. And Devin in only at the 6th. Yeah, nothing after. You're right. Nah, man, I don't do the Orangina. That sounds mad. That sounds bootleg. Nah, I'm a Tang guy, man. That's old school. Old school Tang. You know, you got to be old school to know that Tang, man. That thing is definitely, it's diabetes in a cup, brother. That stuff is straight sugar, but it's pretty good. Sweep, come on, you have it here. $50 tip if they sweep. I appreciate it, man. And like, I'm not saying like if you had to tell me like if I was putting money on it, I'm not putting no money for no sweep. If I'm putting money on it, I'm not putting money on that, right? But I'm just saying, man, I'm being wishful. I'm being a wishful thinker right now. And all I said is if they were to get a sweep changes everything. If they win the series, if they take 2 out of 3, I'm happy. I'm in there, but I'm not fully committed. Like, but a sweep really a sweep is gonna get the fan base going. And I think from there, if they were to be able to sweep this team, I think they run away with the East at that point. Hopefully. And when YJ says Tang, drink of the astronaut. Yeah, man. That's that Tang. You gotta be old, at least a little old, to know what Tang is. My mom still uses the Tang container for sugar. Yep. Damn, Luis Duran, man. You from the hood, man. Yep. My mom is the same way. You thinking this Tang, you open it up, it's something totally different. Because they use the containers. That's how it is. It's old school, especially Dominicans and Puerto Rican mothers. That's what they do. I think he'll pitch for the Blue Jay series. He's already in New York with Schlitty and Luis Hill. Are you talking about Yarbrough? Oh yeah, you're right. They did say they send Cam and Luis Hill and Yarbrough. I didn't know Yarbrough too got sent back. So they sent them home early to I guess to get some rest. But look, I will say this. They did that last time with Luis Hill. Which series was it? Not his last start, but the one before that. They sent Luis Hill home early because he had to start. And he still pitched like shit. So that don't really mean nothing, but we'll see. On 7 wins of the 12 games we're facing. Right now we're two out of 3. So we're 2-1 on this 12-game gauntlet. We should be 3-0. I'm telling you, yesterday's game, that was a game we gotta take. That's a game that we had right there. Look, I'll be happy even if we take 2 out of 3 versus Toronto, 2 out of 3 versus Detroit, 2 out of 3 versus Boston, and finish that 12-game stretch 8-4. I'm over the moon at that point. I think if we could do that, we walk out of this in first place. I really do think so. Luis says he's 26. Damn, dude, you young, brother. 26, man. I'm old. My mother made Tang as a kid and changed it. Yeah, that Tang is something different. Toronto's going to put balls in play. Hey, yo. Pause, brother. What we talking about here? They're going to put baseballs in play. I got you. I got your back, Jay Snow. I got you. Toronto's going to put baseballs in play and see if the Yankees can make the plays. Yeah, that's what they do. They put the ball in play. Good night, Roy. Take care. I'm about to sign off too here in a bit. I want to get some guests. That's what I'm going to do. Sometimes I feel like it's getting kind of mundane, just me here talking to the camera. I know I'm talking to y'all, but it's hard doing this sometimes alone. I wish I'm going to start looking for a co-host, or maybe we do several co-hosts. If anybody's interested, let me know, man. Email me. My email's in the description. But yeah, man, it'd be nice to have some co-hosts. Maybe interview some people. We see. I'm gonna try to take this to the next level. Especially especially in the off season, right? Right now with when the season's on, it's tough because I gotta wait for the Yankee game to be up, and then I don't know if they're gonna win or lose. So it's gonna determine my description, my thumbnails, and everything. But in the off season, where it's really no games and we can schedule something at a certain time every day, I want to do something. I'm gonna change the format of the show, at least maybe like 2 or 3 times a week. Have a co-host or a guest or something like that. Bring a Blue Jays fan on. I will, man. I'm gonna start doing more open panels. I stop with the open panels sometimes, man, because it's tough. When I do the open panels and I get guests come in, a lot of times the mic TC is down. Yeah, man, that be what's up. A lot of times, like, the quality is just not there now, and we're struggling. I'm trying to fix their audio and fix it, and it just becomes a mess, man. And I've had some people come on here. Well, not on mine, but I know somebody else that somebody went on their show and started saying some crazy stuff, and they like you kick them out, but you know that stuff is still there. You know, I don't know. We see. I gotta figure it out. I will. Yankees for the win said, "You good? That's why we watched the show. What you need to do is a call in." Yeah, I actually have a number. I actually do. Maybe I do voicemails and stuff. Yeah, I think the call in will be better. But even that too, man. I used to do call ins before when I first started doing like Yankees content. And man, I was getting some weird stuff. Man, I was getting like I had to switch it in the voicemails. I had people like leaving me. I don't know if they were really like having sex or something, like crazy shit. I was like, what the hell is this, man? Like some crazy voicemails. There's some crazies out there, bro. I'm telling you. There's some crazies. Jay's offense leads the AL since the All-Star break. And number one in home runs. It's our relief pitching that's been deplorable. Yeah. And we'll watch it. I think coming on at the 7th inning stretch sometimes, so we can all watch all together. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out as the season winds down. In the off season, especially, I'll have more time to work on stuff, and I'm gonna switch the whole graphics up. I'm gonna make this shit. I'm gonna make it lit. You have to put a super chat in for them to read your comment. It's lost. It's lost. All it's a mistake. You know, with that, man, I get it. I thought about that sometimes, like just not reading comments and just only doing like super chats and stuff. But I feel like, man, I see other like more bigger channels doing that, and I get it why they do that. And especially when you're a big channel, you have to do it like that because you can't read everybody. Like what I'm doing now, there's no way you could do it as a huge channel. But I don't know. I mean, if it ever gets to that point, just know. But I don't mind. I like reading the comments. You know, it's not all. But if somebody wants to give a super chat, I appreciate it. You know, it helps out. But for the most part, like I don't mind. I'm not that big, you know, so I could go through the chats myself. Let me see. It's the Mystique. Oh, it's lost. It's Mystique. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the thing is, look, if you're doing YouTube to get rich, you're not gonna get rich, man. Like, I mean, you could. It depends, but you're not. Look, I'm gonna pull up even the Yes Network, right? And I'll put this up. This is whole separate stuff. Sometimes, because I have this thing right here. It's called, and I look at like channel statistics. Like this channel right here, the Yes Network channel. See that they're making $1.3 thousand to $4,000 a month, right? And that's including supers, and that's including all revenue streams, except sponsors. If they got sponsors, that's something different, but that's including watch page ads and all that stuff. You would think the Yes Network is making a lot more, right, than that on their YouTube channel. But they're not. And there are channels out there that make a whole bunch, you know. But so it's tough. It's tough. If you're doing this for money, you're doing it for the wrong reason. That's what I think, man, really. And if the money comes, it comes. But you can't, for this stuff, man, you can't be in it for the money. If it happens, it happens. For real. But you got to do this shit for the love of it, because it's stressful. Look, it's right now where I'm at is 11:37. I got to be up in the morning at 4:30 in the morning. But I don't care, dude, because I like talking. I like talking about my Yankees. I like drinking the Kool-Aid, like Yankees for the win would say. I love the Kool-Aid. Right now, I'm not drinking Kool-Aid because I was dealing with them kidney stones and stuff, so I'm drinking plenty of H2O. But soon, if we sweep the Blue Jays, oh man, I'm making me a big ass glass of Kool-Aid. Some good old Yankee Kool-Aid. Luke Dorn said you should get a guest from both sides of New York sports. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. And I had somebody that we were going to do it like that, a Met fan. But I don't know, the dude just, he bitched out. To be honest, we were supposed to do it together, but it would have been good too. And you know what it is too, and I'll be honest, the thing is too, me personally, like it's good to have two sides of two different mindsets, right?
You the real MVP.
It's good to have two different mindsets. Like you see like Skip Bayless or any of these shows, man. If you have two guys that are talking, they always agree with each other. It makes it kind of whack. You want debates, you know. That's what I like. I like to. That's why when me and Chris the Flash, when I started this, me and Chris the Flash used to do it together, and we'd be going back and forth because he, you know, we always disagree on a lot of stuff, but friendly, and we'd be going back and forth. It was cool. Thanks for the win. Appreciate the 2. He says, get some sleep. We'll do this tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll be tomorrow night. Hopefully with some W's, right? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second. Jay Snow says, if you turn into Joe Rogan, then you're good. You know what? I'm gonna pull up. Let's see. I never looked at his page. Let's see if I could see his stats. I'm curious. You want to see how much just on YouTube? This is just the watch page ads and stuff like that. This is what he's looking at. There's a Joe Rogan podcast. This is 20 million subscribers right here. He's making anywhere from 57 to 172,000 per month. Estimate. But that's not even including his sponsorships and all that. This is just like watch like ads and stuff, you know. Watch ad revenues and stuff like that. Super chats, if anything. So, yeah. Anyway, folks, man. Mr. Beast. You want me to pull up Mr. Beast? Let me see that real quick. And then we'll wrap it. I don't even know. We're not even talking about baseball at this point, but it's all good, though. What the fuck? Dang, that was loud. This is how much Mr. Beast is a whole nother level. He's literally making anywhere from $2.5 to $7.5 million a month off of YouTube. And that's just watch page ads. That's what that is. That's not including all the sponsors he has. He's filthy rich. Filthy rich. I'm telling you. Like wildly rich. I'm talking hundreds of millions of dollars. This dude. That's what I think. Obviously, I don't know. I never looked up his net worth, but I would imagine if you're making that kind of money just off watch page ads.
You're the real MVP.
They don't make a lot, man. You'll be surprised. I've checked already, but I'll show you. I don't like doing stuff like that because I don't want no drama with these dudes, but you know what? Fuck it, man. And I'll show you mine too. I make like $140 a month or something like that. So they make a decent. I mean, that's pretty good though. The thing is though, a channel like a sports channel like a Yankees channel, it doesn't make as much money as you would think. Like the I forgot what they call the CTR, not CTR. It's not a lot, right? And then I'll pull up mine. I don't even have to do that. If I'm gonna show theirs, I might as well show mine, so people don't think I'm. You know what I mean? And this is mine right here. So, and most of the time, man, like last month I made 140 or whatever, and also all of that went to shipping out the stuff that I be doing giveaways and stuff, man. Just to ship this out, man, cost me like $12, and I've already shipped like 10 of them. So stuff like that. I don't even care. 88. What are you gonna do with $88, right? That's how I look at it. Like, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. This shit might explode when you. YouTube takes out so much of your money. Yeah, even with the super chat, like if you give 2, they take out like 30%, I think, or something like that. Don't play, Jason. You should be getting more than that. Nah, man. I'm look. If it happens, it happens. But I don't do it for the money, man. And even like 100, whatever, like the little $140. I mean, I'm grateful for it. I really am. But I figured I just put it back into. The thing is, I really wanted. I'm gonna tell you, like, to be honest, I really wanted to get I wanted to buy like autographs, like memorabilia, and then do giveaways and stuff, especially for the members. Because I want to do something for the members, because certain members, you know, that rock with me, and I want to make sure that I can give back something, right? Bring in some value. So I gotta rethink a lot of stuff, man. I gotta rethink a lot of stuff. I appreciate it, NYYJ, and I got your light too, man. I just haven't sent it. I got it right there, man.
You the real MVP.
D says donating because of your co-host Roxy. Oh, that's my girl, man. Look at, she's over there. I don't know if you can see her from here. Oh no, you can't see her down there. You see her laying down? Anyway, I appreciate it, D. Everybody, don't forget to play the lottery. 1.7 billion and counting. Really? Which one, Powerball or Mega? The Powerball or Mega? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I play the lotto every now and then. When it gets big like that, I feel like, you know what, it don't hurt, and I'll buy me a ticket. And I do the quick pick, Duran. I do the quick pick, and let me tell you something, man. That quick pick, that random. If you let the computer pick for you, that shit is a freaking, it's rigged, man. One day I did a quick pick, right? And I got the numbers and I was pissed, man. It was literally like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was like, no way this shit is ever gonna hit. How you give me like consecutive numbers, like counting up? I was pissed. I was looking, the lady was like, I don't know what to do. It's just, that's how, I was like, give me another ticket, damn it. I'm never doing this damn quick pick shit again. It was literally like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was like, man, that ain't gonna hit. That ain't gonna hit. I tell you what though, man, 1.7 billion. And look, I'm gonna put my 10-foil hat right there. I feel like when it gets that high, they're not just gonna let anybody be a billionaire. I really feel like that sometimes. Like they know where that money's going. They not just gonna let any random crazy person hit for 1.7. Nah. If I hit for 1.7, I'll still do YouTube. I definitely will. But I'd have everybody, all the shit that I'm doing, I'd have somebody else doing all this stuff for me. And I could just focus on doing the content, not producing and thumbnails. And a lot goes into the stuff, man. Thumbnails, the description, and then you know, all this technical stuff, the mic, and there's always something, man. There's so many points of failure that can happen with this every time, but it's all good. Duran says he picks his numbers. Yeah, bro, that quick pick that day, man, I was like, come on, man, this is crazy. Yeah, but anyway, folks, man, that's gonna do it for me. I gotta wake up early. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Hopefully tomorrow, man, the Yankees get this W. I'm confident that we will. I am. If we get the sweep, you already know, Yankees for the win is making us a pitcher of Kool-Aid, some good old Yankee propaganda Kool-Aid. We sipping on that all night long. We're gonna sip on it. But anyway, folks, that's gonna do it for me, man. You guys have a blessed night. Take care. Tomorrow's Friday, so that's a good thing. Take care, y'all. Peace, Jose, Duran, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all.
He's riding in the shadow of a dusty sunlit dawn. The black cowboy, Trent Grisham, hits bombs. A glove of gold and a bat that swings true. With a soul as wild as the skies he rides through. Oh, he hits them high, and he hits them strong. Over fences they fly, where the brave belong. In the field of green, he's a sight we trust. Trent Grisham's name ain't bound to rust. The banjo strum keeps his rhythm in stride. A defensive stud with that cowboy pride. He's worth the trade, there's no regret. Even if Soto